Russia is accumulating very large amounts of gold at this time. They are taking the opposite bet from many other countries, particularly Western nations, that are selling off their gold assets. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today we're going to look at these images that I found. I want to just quickly cover them, show you what Russia has been up to, and point out one difference between Russia and the US. Let's begin. How is 1,800 tons of gold being stored in the main gold storage of Russia? So let's go through this very quickly. I'll scroll through. You can see the way that they're storing it. This is the main gold storage of the Central Bank of Russia, 1,800 tons of gold. It's the main storage. This makes Russia to be the number 6 in the world by gold storage. And as it says right here, 10 years ago, think about it, financial crisis time, Russia was 3% of the world's total storage, okay? Then you look here, today, Russia has 17%. So it has really escalated since that time. Now, Russia has been buying more. They've been accumulating. At the same time, however, other governments around the world are selling off. So things are really changing at this time. You can see the filing system that they're using here. You can see the way it's all labeled and everything else. Then we look at this here, all under lock and key, all under protection in this cases. And you look at this, I mean, I was practically salivating. Look at these bars up close to think about the wealth, the real value that these things have. It's very interesting anyway. It would be exciting to be able to hold one of these bars. They're very giant, obviously. And I just thought it was interesting to see the way that they're handling gold versus the US. Okay, so you could see him, individual pointing it out. They open up this cage here, looking at all these gold bars, showing you them, weighing them. I don't know, are they tungsten? Maybe, who knows? But here seems to be doing some calculations. They're just going through it, tabulating everything, taking some images. This looks to me like silver, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, regardless, it's just, think about this. You're seeing large swaths of this gold, of these precious metals here. We are basically looking at this to say, this is what they have. 1,800, is it 1,800? I don't know, but clearly there's a bunch of gold, right? You can see that, what they're doing. There's tabulations. I don't know the accuracy of all that. I don't know what they're finding when they put it on the scales and the measurements and everything else. Looks legitimate to me. But what about this situation? You had Muchin, I don't know how to properly pronounce his name. He goes to Fort Knox, comes back and says, literally, the gold is safe. Okay. He basically peered his head in, took a look around, and came back with a post on Twitter, glad gold is safe. As if it's a joke. This is what they said. We have approximately $200 billion of gold at Fort Knox. The last time anybody went in to see the gold, other than the Fort Knox people, as if they're a species, was in 1974 when there was a congressional visit. The last time it was counted was actually in 1953. Good job there, everyone. So the last time there was actually anybody in there was 1974. The last time anyone actually counted how much there was 1953. How do we know what's in there? That's their inspection. The guy went in, peeked his head in, and said everything was fine. At least Russia is showing you, look, we got some gold bars here. At least they made the effort. I'm not, finding any sides left or right. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying, look at what they're doing. They're saying, hey, we have a lot of gold. On the other side, most Western nations are saying, who cares? Screw the gold. And to me, whether you're on the side of gold or not, I don't think it really matters. I think every country should have some real assets. Keep some gold. For goodness sakes. Have silver. Have something of value that could be exchanged at some time. What if we go into a new monetary system? Don't you want to have some gold? It seems like gold has been there, at least to some degree, to trade between nations, to be a backing maybe, even just to have. I mean, central banks who have unlimited fiat printing, they have gold. Doesn't that tell you something? At least they see some value in it. Maybe not the value that you see today. You could argue that. Maybe it's not supposed to be at $1,300. Maybe you would say, okay, it's supposed to be $200 an ounce. Whatever you think. At least having some. If you have literally trillions of dollars in garbage on your balance sheet, do you think it would be wise to have some billions of dollars in gold? Maybe. A little diversification wouldn't hurt. I just thought it was funny that you have one government purchasing, they've been adding to their supply. Another government is basically saying, yeah, trust us, we have a lot of gold here. I'm not going to show you any pictures. We're just going to send out a tweet. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you found it informative, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to join one of the other 80,000 plus people here at the Money GPS. Hit that button. Hit the subscribe button to join us here. I do videos every single day. There's always more content coming, always good, informative videos. Stay tuned. Take care.